I'm John Beaudin, and another part of our conversation with Kansas guitarist Rich Williams. He talks about the crazy fan stories. Now, this is, as you might have noticed, a question we ask all our guests. In this one, we talk about, well, ladies under the stage with no clothes on, ramming their tour bus, and Rich says he even had an impersonator. It was scary stuff.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you via a fan?
Okay.
How about when the lady was crawling up the stage?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's one. There's been crazy moments, but it's still just one of those oddities. In recent times, like 5 years ago, maybe, we're playing in a smaller performing arts center. And it was one of those where there was steps on either side of the stage that you'd walk up onto the stage. And we started playing Dust in the Wind. And this woman screams out, "That's my favorite song." And she is large and in charge, to say the least. And she just decides she's coming up. And our road manager ran over, grabbed her by the leg, and she just brought him right up with her. Just funny moments.
Force of nature.
Yeah, there are so many. I mean, comes to mind years ago, probably around maybe Monolith tour. We had spots on stage we were lit from below, and it was back like around the time we were doing the Two for the Show album, live album. And I had this spot that I would stand on with the lights up at me. And this is like playing the Spectrum or something. And I'm standing on my spot looking at my guitar, where there's this quite lovely redhead, buck naked, being pressed up against the glass under my feet by Tommy Paley, alias The Pelt, who was working with the sound company. I can see, and he looked like a little gnome. He's laughing his ass off, and I'm trying to play the serious solo, with her all lit up. It's just there. You open that door and all kinds of crazy comes through. We had a girl chasing us around that was madly in love with Steve Walsh that wrote this book about their this long love affair and all this stuff. Her husband was apologizing for her, saying she's crazy, and suddenly our bus is rammed. She rammed our bus, and then took off. Well, we had to file a police report, and they finally caught her. We didn't press charges. The husband just had to kind of put her away for a while. We were getting death threats coming from Texas, and we had to get the Texas Rangers involved. There turned out the guy was in prison, but his claim, he wrote Dust in the Wind and was getting screwed by us in the record company and was going to kill us. I had a guy in Boston that for several years claimed to be me.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Of course, did not know this until he died. And his wife, or no, girlfriend, I'm sorry, was writing his obituary. And the people in writing the obituary did a little bit of background check, and they contacted management. And I said, "What?" And come to find out, this guy, for the last like 10 years, owned or worked in a bar. He claimed to be me. The eye patch was a prop. Bands would play there. He wouldn't sit in because he had arthritis and he couldn't play anymore. And he'd just sit there and sign autographs and tell all these tales of being on the road. And I wound up doing a interview TV show with Fox News of Boston about this entire story. I had to get the woman was on the phone with me that wouldn't believe that I was me and that he wasn't. I was a liar. I mean,
My,
you can't make these things up.
that is insane.
And
There you go.
I told her and the television, I said, God, if I was going to go to the lengths to tell such a wild tale, I would have picked somebody more interesting.
I hope he wasn't having more fun than you, though. That's all I'm worried about. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
More fun being you than you.
Now that would suck.
Yeah.
We'll have more from Rich Williams coming up in the next few days. Make sure you comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. Remember, you can help our channel. There are links in the description. Join our Patreon. Check out our podcast. There's all the information in the description. And, of course, all the latest from Kansas right there for you as well. This is Rock History Music. Take care of yourself.